When I think back to my years in school, it was the teachers who cared about me, who expected my very best that shaped me into the person I am today. Those qualities are at the core of Tripod's 7 C's of effective teaching. It's in this spirit that Tulsa Public Schools has chosen to use student surveys in the teacher evaluation process. Through these surveys, teachers can reflect on their teaching practice, classroom environment, and impact on students. What are the 7 C's of effective teaching? And more importantly, what do these traits look like in a classroom? The first C is care. Teachers who care build meaningful relationships with students by providing a safe, inclusive learning environment. They are fair but firm with all students and model respectful dialogue. Students also are supportive of one another and feel comfortable asking questions. Ultimately, students feel supported as they tackle new content and skills. What does this look like in the classroom? You know your students. You're interested in their lives, their hobbies, their dreams. You care about your students. You expect their very best because you know they can do the work. And when students struggle, you provide support, both in class and outside of class time. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, my teacher in this class makes me feel that he or she really cares about me. The second C is confer. Teachers who confer effectively encourage students to share their thoughts and ideas. They work to incorporate student feedback and suggestions into their classrooms and teaching practices. What does this look like in the classroom? Your students are talking about the lesson, to you, to each other. They're sharing ideas. They're solving problems, reflecting on their own learning. You have created an environment where it's safe to voice opinions and views. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, my teacher gives us time to explain our ideas. The third C is captivate. Teachers who captivate create lessons that are intriguing and relevant to students. These teachers can capture and keep students' attention by using strategies that focus on the learner, integrate appropriate technology, and make meaningful connections to students' lives. What does this look like in the classroom? Your classroom is all about curiosity and inquiry-based learning. Your lessons are fun and pertinent to students, and you follow up these lessons with activities that extend student understanding. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, my teachers make lessons interesting. The fourth C is clarify. Teachers who clarify check for understanding frequently and address any misconceptions that come up. They provide feedback and help students improve their work. These teachers strive to enhance student understanding by using a variety of strategies to explain difficult concepts. What does this look like in the classroom? You're regularly checking in with students to gauge their understanding. When there are misunderstandings, you find different ways to explain those concepts. You provide students with rubrics and examples to help them know the expectations and improve their work. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, my teacher knows when the class understands and when we do not. The fifth C is consolidate. Teachers who consolidate organize their lessons by connecting content to material covered in previous lessons or to students' prior knowledge. They highlight relationships between ideas and use summarizing strategies that encourage critical thinking and deepen student understanding. What does this look like in the classroom? You connect today's lesson with yesterday's lesson, with the student's life, with the real world. You check in at the end of a lesson to see who got it and who needs more support. You make the learning process more manageable by using purposeful organization throughout your lesson. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, to help us remember, my teacher talks about things we already learned. The sixth C is challenge. Teachers who challenge hold students to high academic and behavioral standards. They expect students to persevere, even when the work is demanding. These teachers provide support to students when they tackle difficult concepts. What does this look like in the classroom? You encourage students to take risks because your lessons are rigorous, yet differentiated. You ask high-level questions and expect students to think deeply and justify their response. You expect their best and provide the support so they can achieve it. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, my teacher doesn't let people give up when the work gets hard. The final C is control. Teachers who effectively control their classroom foster conditions that are conducive to student learning. They set high expectation for good behavior and hold students accountable. What does this look like in the classroom? You have classroom expectations and you stick to them. Students know what to do when they enter the classroom and have access to the resources they need to learn. You model activities so that the students know how to participate in a positive way. You use every minute of instructional time that you can, knowing that student success depends on it. What would this look like on the survey? An example might include, our class stays busy and doesn't waste time. Good teachers are intimately familiar with the themes found in the 7 C's of effective teaching. This is not a case of reinventing the wheel. If you care about your students, if you challenge them with captivating lessons, if you confer with students and control your classroom, if you clarify misunderstandings and consolidate the content, then the student surveys will show that. Use the student surveys to guide you as you reflect on your teaching practice and classroom environment. Be the teacher that helps our students find success.